Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about making a plan. So having a destination, taking action steps to get there. Because right now you guys look like a drunk guy on a bicycle when you're trying to map out your goals. But first, I'm going to grab a stability ball to sit on because this is like a weird angle. As a matter of fact, I did win the Best Dribbler Award at the Hearts and Flowers tournament in probably 1987, so I come by it naturally. Today we're going to talk, I actually want a coffee. Hang on. This is the little trek to my local. It's just down the road. It's a Starbucks. This is a brew pub. I don't really go there very much, but it's there anyway. Let's go get some Java. Success. We got it. We're going decaf Americano today. I'll explain the decaf later. Story for another day. Here we go. Okay, that's better. We're back. So over the weekend had a Turning Pro training camp in Toronto, and part of what we do on those training camps is we do what's called the perfect season strategy session. So we actually map out exactly where you want to be playing in the next 2 to 3 years, the actions you need to take to get there, and we basically reverse engineer your goal. Here are a couple observations that I had from that weekend. The first observation is you have a lot of trouble making goals. So we broke it all down, we went through it all, and then the task was to make a 24-hour, 48-hour, like 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, 60-day, 90-day action steps. And a lot of the goalies, the other action step was eat better. Well, like eat better could be, I'm gonna have a salad for dinner tonight. That was eating better. You know, it's like, it has to be something, so let's say the goal for the month is, I'm gonna work out more. Maybe you're not working out at all right now, and so for the month you work out 3 times. Well, technically you worked out more, but you're not working out to the level that you need to achieve your goal. So can you see how that just isn't gonna cut it? A better goal would be, I'm going to do 2 lower body workouts, 2 full body workouts, 5 mobility, 2 stamina, and 1 speed workout each week. Now, again, for those guys, it's a non-issue because when they're in the Turning Pro coaching program, I'm designing all their workouts and scheduling it in their calendar. So that's one thing they don't actually have to think about or worry about. But I'm just giving you a for instance. It has to be something that's a strategic plan. And I like it split up like that weekly. Because also if I said, well, in the next month I'm going to do 15 workouts. Well, maybe you do nothing for the first 2 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks you have to sort of cram in your workouts. In terms of eating healthy, because that was something a lot of people had on their list. So make specific actions. I would start by doing a 3-day nutrition recall, writing down every single thing you eat and drink. The goalies in the Turning Pro coaching program send those to me, but you can still do it. Don't send it to me, but you can still do it and look at it. Because when you look at those things, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't eat that. That's not really the best, is it? You know what is and isn't sort of acceptable food for you to be eating as an athlete. So then make that adjustment. And pick specific things. So some of the goalies, when I do their nutrition recall and look at their nutrition recall, they don't eat any vegetables. Like no vegetables for a whole day or for a couple of days in a row. So I'm going to have some fresh vegetables every day. or every day I'm going to have a fresh vegetable and a fresh fruit. And it doesn't sound like that much, but it's enough to get this momentum of action going. It's enough to get you started, and then it feels good. Then you get accustomed to it. Then vegetables actually start tasting really, really good, and you're going to have more. The other big one was sleep. So quite a few of the goalies were, I need to get more sleep, or I need to get on a sleep schedule. Okay, great. Yeah, you need to get on a sleep schedule. That's like an airy-fairy idea. So what time are you going to go to bed? And what time are you going to wake up? Labeling that out, then at the end of the month or the end of the week, you know, I did what I said I was going to do. I need to get on a sleep schedule. Well, I kind of got on a sleep schedule. I sort of went to bed between 11 and 1, and I woke up between 7 and 9. You know, that's not a sleep schedule. So make sure it's specific. Exactly what are you going to do? So at the end, and a duration of time, and at the end of that time period, you know exactly, yes, I did it, or no, I didn't do it. Let's say we get to the end and it's like, no, I didn't do it. Then you need to go back and reevaluate, because if you didn't do it, your goal isn't important enough to you. Your goal isn't your priority, and you'll get mad when I say that. You'll say, well, but I had other things going on, and some of you have really legit things going on. A sick parent, child, you know, things at work are just beyond your control and you have to be there. I totally understand that. And not of your choosing necessarily, but that's your priority right now. It has to be the most important thing. Maybe you wish it wasn't, but it is, and that's okay, and there's nothing you can do. You can just control what you can control. But for those of us that don't have that going on, and just for whatever kind of dumb reason, we didn't get it done, then we have to go back and look at our goal. Is that what I really want? Because if it is, then I have to commit to doing the work to get there, because I can talk about it and I can want it better than anyone else, but that isn't what gets you goals. Wanting something really bad doesn't do anything to help you achieve it until you take the actions necessary to get there. And I always use the $1 million test. The $1 million test is this, and this is how you know what a priority is. If I said, okay, if you do, what training or what are you going to do for this next month? Okay, if you get every single thing done, you don't miss a single workout or whatever, I'm going to give you $1 million at the end. You would do whatever you had to do to get it all done so you could get $1 million, because that would be important to you, and I don't blame you. So don't say, oh, my goal is to be, oh, Tyler's got his headphones on, I can hear the music. I'm just going to close the door. Just crushing the tunes in there. So don't say, you know, my goal is whatever, play NCAA Division I hockey, and then you don't do the actions, or you just keep training like a middle school kid would, or you know, you're missing workouts because, oh, I just was so busy. You'll find a way to get it done. And if at the end of the day, over and over, you're not doing the actions you need to do to achieve those goals, then it's time to readjust your goal. I think those are kind of the take homes. That's what I wanted to share with you. You must have a goal for this off season. Have a plan, know exactly when you're working out, what your workout's going to be, how many sets, how many reps, what's the tempo, what days are you going to do it, why are you doing those workouts, how does that contribute to what you need on the ice the most, and then you just follow the recipe. It's really, really simple. So this is Maria from goalietrainingpro.com. That is this week's episode of Goalie Training Pro TV. Thanks for coming and grabbing a Java with me. I feel a lot better. If you liked this video, boom, give it a thumbs up, or hit the like button or something. If you have any questions or any topics that you'd like me to cover, just leave in the comments below. If you're thinking, well, geez, I really want to do something and that sounds great, but I have no idea where to start, probably start with the Butterfly Challenge. It's a free 14-day flexibility program. It's a little thing, but it actually makes a huge difference. So I'd probably start with that. And as always, I'll just fire it in the first comment below so you can find it easily. But otherwise, have an awesome day. Think about what you want, make a plan to get there, and then just follow the recipe. Cheers.